So in my last video, I talked about the three-part structure of a powerful brand story, where I talked about the hero, which is the customer, the problem the customer faces, the guide, where you the brand steps in to solve the problem, and the transformation, where the hero uses the solution you provide to solve the problem and become a better version of themselves. Okay, so in this video, I'll talk about how you can integrate this three-part structure in your brand story to make it more powerful. So let's take for example, Sarah is a HR manager in a leading tech startup in London. Now, she is always, she's committed to her role. She's fully committed to her job. She manages employee leave requests. She onboards new hires. She manages payrolls. Okay, but the problem is that she's always buried in paperwork because 90% of her work is done on spreadsheets and paper. Okay, and this makes her to always leave work very late. Okay, she doesn't arrive home on time. Okay, now the problem now compounds when the company started expanding. It started becoming more tedious. Payroll mistakes started happening, which now frustrates employees. She's now always behind on performance reviews, which kind of annoys the leadership team. Okay, so she at the point she now becomes frustrated. She now becomes to doubt herself not because she's not skilled or she's not good at her job, but because the tools she's using are not helping her. So that's where she now started looking for a solution to the problem. The problem she faces now creates an emotional tension, which now causes her to start looking for a solution to her problem. Okay, that's when she now found a HR software called People Flow. Now, People Flow simplifies every workflow of HR management. Okay, right from onboarding new hires to tracking leave requests to managing payroll and all that. So, a few months after she had used People Flow, Sarah is no longer buried in paperwork. Okay, she now has time for strategic meetings. Her employee now sees her as a leader, no longer as a paper pusher. She now engages more with employees, even with the leadership team. She was always submitting performance reviews on time. Okay, now that's the transformation phase. She's now a better version of herself. Okay, she's now happier with herself because her problem has now been solved. Okay, now the transformation phase is the end phase, is the final phase, is the end phase of your brand story. Okay, once you have hit that transformation phase, you have won that customer as a lifetime customer. Integrate this and your brand story will become very powerful.